In today's tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to create that Alex Hormozi animation. If your editing feels off, this tutorial will help you understand how eye-catching animations are built from scratch. This video is gonna be divided into 3 parts. For starters, you're gonna learn how to wrap banknotes around characters. Then in the second part, we're gonna add text, movements, and that banknote transition. And at the end, we'll focus on effects that will make this animation look 10 times better. But make sure to watch the first part because this is the most useful technique, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna use it a lot. That being said, let's get straight into Adobe After Effects. So we are back in the software, and remember guys, you got all the necessary assets for this tutorial in the description below. So the first thing you want to do is create a new composition. I've already created one, so I'm just gonna show you the comp settings. So as you can notice, we got 1920 by 1080, and then the frame rate is gonna be set to 30. Usually whenever we edit in documentary style, we go with 15, but let's make it smoother this time. Then duration is gonna be set to 10, and we're gonna hit OK. So the first thing you want to do is drag Alex Hormozi onto the timeline, and then we're gonna hit S. I'm gonna scale him down, just like that, and right off the bat we're gonna create a background for him. So I'm gonna right click, go over to new, then I'm gonna pick solid, and make sure to pick the white color, and we're gonna rename it to white BG. Let's hit enter, and place the white background below. Alright, so now we're ready to introduce our $100 bill, so I'm gonna drop it on the timeline. And now we're gonna need to pre-compose it. So I'm gonna right click, go over to pre-compose, then I'm just gonna delete that part, and I'm gonna hit OK. Now let's double click on that pre-comp. And what you want to do over here is change the scale to 44, just like that. And now we're gonna play around with rotation. So make sure to select the layer, hit R, and create a keyframe for rotation. Now what you want to do is drag it all the way to the 3rd second, just like that. And then in the beginning you want to change the rotation to 150 degrees. So that's our movement, and it's looking pretty stiff, so we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna select both keyframes, then I'm gonna right click, go over to keyframe assistant, and we're gonna click on easy ease. Once you've done that, make sure to go over to the graph editor, and we're gonna select the second keyframe, and I'm gonna drag the yellow dot to the left. Then I'm gonna select the first keyframe, and I'm gonna push it to the left as well. Let's do it maybe like that. And this should be perfect. If you have the flow plugin, you can also read values with this. That way you're gonna have that graph because we're gonna apply it later on to other properties. If you don't, we're just gonna recreate the graph. So now what you want to do is right click this layer and pre-compose again. Delete that part and then hit OK. So now we're gonna create position keyframes, and we're gonna make the bill go from the left upper corner to the right bottom. But first we're gonna make a little bit more room. So for this I'm gonna head over to the composition settings, and here I'm gonna change the height to 2000. Let's hit OK. And now let's go ahead and hit P on the keyboard. We're gonna create a keyframe. Then I'm gonna place the bill somewhere here. We're gonna move to the 3rd second mark, and I'm gonna place it around this position. So that's what you should have. But now we're gonna need to apply the exact same graph. So I'm gonna select both keyframes. I'm gonna easy ease, and then I'm gonna apply that graph. In case if you don't have the flow, just go over to the graph editor and create this graph. We can actually do it from scratch. Okay, this should do. Then what we want to do is go back to our main animation. Quick interruption. If you want to speed up your editing process, you probably do. So I created a pack with 100 ready to use animations that will save you a ton of time. All you need to do is just drag and drop, customize however you want, and that's it. It's extremely easy to use, and also you get 20 text animations as a bonus, plus free future updates. Link in the description, back to the show. So that's the movement for our banknote, but we're gonna need to add one effect that is gonna change the game. So what you want to do is select the layer and then apply the effect called CC cylinder. So this is gonna fold the bill, but we also have the possibility over here to play around with the properties. So what I'm gonna do is open up rotation, then make sure to put the time indicator on the 3rd second, and we're gonna create keyframes for X, Y, and Z. Let's hit U, and then we're gonna go back to the beginning. So generally speaking, you can play around with the values however you want, you're gonna achieve unique looks. But I have already found the sweet spot for this animation, so you can just copy my settings. So starting with X, we're gonna set it to -33, then Y is gonna be set to 350, and then Z is gonna be set to -12. So that's what we have so far, which is looking already pretty cool. So now what you want to do is change the settings for the second keyframes. So I'm gonna set X to 16, then Y is gonna be set to 3, and then Z is gonna be set to 9. Alright, but we're not done, we also need to apply the exact same graph as before. So I'm gonna select it all, then hit F9, and I'm gonna apply the same graph. So if you go over to the graph editor, that's how it's gonna look. So just do the same procedure as before. Alright, so we got the hardest part out the way, but now we need to wrap it around Alex Hormozi, because currently it's in front of him. So in order to do it, we're gonna need to split our pre-comp into 2 layers. But before we do that, you wanna head over to our effect and change render from full to outside. So this means whenever the banknote is circling, it's only gonna show you the front part, then it's gonna disappear. And then show up again. So this is gonna be our front part. We can actually rename it to front. And then we're gonna duplicate that layer and you wanna place it below Alex Hormozi. Now here, we're gonna change the render type from outside to inside. So now we got 2 parts, but this time, since Alex Hormozi is in between, then we're gonna have that banknote go around him. So this is looking so good. So now what you want to do is rename front to back. And also I'm gonna scale it down a bit. So I'm gonna select both, and then with scale we're just gonna decrease it a bit. So now it's already looking really nice, but I feel like we could have that banknote a little bit more to the right. Because at the final stage we don't really want to have Alex Hormozi covered. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on one of the layers, and here in the position we're just gonna push it a bit more towards the right. So this should be a bit more helpful. So now we're gonna proceed to our second part, which is gonna be the text, the movements, and also the transition. So let's start with the text. I'm gonna grab the type tool and I'm gonna type in Alex Hormozi. I'm gonna make sure to increase the font size a bit. I'm gonna recenter the layer, place it somewhere here, and also I'm gonna bump up the scale. Then make sure to place the text below all the layers apart from the white background, little adjustments, and this looks really good to me. So now what we want to do is create a new null object. So I'm gonna right click, go over to new, null object, and this is gonna be our controller. So let's rename it. Actually, we can rename it to controller 1, and then we're gonna select everything apart from the white background, and we're gonna parent it to our controller 1. So now what we want to do is create keyframes for position and scale. Then we're gonna move forward to around this time. I'm gonna zoom in, then we're gonna go upwards so we don't see the crocs, just like that. Let's maybe get even closer. And then I'm gonna select all the keyframes, hit F9, go over to the graph editor, and here you wanna push the peak towards the left. So it's snappy in the beginning and then it slows down. Okay, looks really cool. I just feel like that banknote is still too big. So I'm just gonna select them both and I'm gonna decrease the scale. Alright, with the movement it looks already pretty cool, especially once we add motion blur it's gonna be even better. But now what we want to do is create the transition. So basically we're gonna make the banknote fly through the screen and then we're gonna swap the text. So maybe let's start first with the text. I'm just gonna change the style to something thinner, maybe demi-bold. And then I'm gonna go ahead and around this time I'm gonna hit Ctrl-Shift-D in order to cut the layer. So now we're gonna turn that text into plus $100 million. That's how much he's made in the last launch, which is insane. In just 72 hours. The book works, I guess. And now we need to make our banknote fly through the screen. So for this, I'm gonna hit Ctrl-D for the front. I'm gonna rename it to cover. And now I'm gonna go over to the effect controls. So here we're gonna need to change our render from outside to full. And now we just need to scale it up like that to kind of fill out the whole screen. And we're gonna need to find a good moment. So I'm gonna offset it a bit. Alright, so it goes from the right to the left. So what we could do here is go over to the rotation and change it to 180 degrees. And now it's gonna go in the opposite side. And also it goes by very fast. So I'm gonna just hit U and I'm gonna expand these keyframes. Okay, this looks pretty cool. I'm gonna scale it up and I'm gonna try to place it in the right position. So now what you want to do is fully cover the screen whenever we got the text swap. So it needs to be way earlier. Alright, so it turned out really seamless. I really like how it looks. And then that banknote is kind of going back. So here we need to trim it right over here. And then also we're gonna trim that banknote. So you can do it right at this very moment. So just trim front and back together and we're gonna have something like that. And now what we want to do is create another zoom in effect. So what I'm gonna do is hit Ctrl-D for our controller 1, then I'm gonna hit U, I'm gonna delete these keyframes, and now I'm gonna parent 1 to 2. So that way we're gonna be able to overlap the movement. So here we have 1, but before it ends, we're gonna introduce another one. So we're gonna have 2 movements overlap, and this is gonna give us that smoothness. So what I'm gonna do around this time is zoom in, maybe go upwards a bit, and here we low-key wanna have a snappy movement. So right after this transition. So I'm gonna select all the keyframes over here, go over to the graph editor, and here we're gonna need to fix it. So just hit F9, and here just drag that handle to the left and try to find the sweet spot. Right, let's make it snappier. I might even get closer. So that's how it's looking for now. But here I feel like we could scale down the text. So I'm gonna go over here, hit S, and let's just make it smaller. Yeah, probably a bit better. So now we're gonna go into the third phase, which is basically spicing up this animation. So for starters, what you want to do is go over to Alex Hormozy and we're gonna apply drop shadow. Here I'm gonna probably increase the distance to around, let's say 100. We're gonna bump up the softness to 150, and then maybe we can slightly bump up the opacity. Now if you go over to the project panel, you're gonna find something from Texture Labs. I highly recommend that page. This is not a promo, but they got plenty of free resources. So basically they got plenty of textures. I really like this one, so I'm gonna drop it on top, and then I'm gonna go over to modes and I'm gonna change the mode to overlay. So as you can notice, this is gonna make a whole lot of difference. It's kind of giving us that poster vibe, but I feel like it's a bit too intense, so I'm just gonna decrease the opacity. 50 should be alright. Then on top we're gonna apply a new adjustment layer. So for this you wanna right click, go over to new, adjustment layer, call it color, and we're gonna apply Lumetri color to this. So what I really like doing is going over to the color wheels and we're just gonna drag the shadows towards the blues. Then we can go to the curves and we can create a slight S curve. And this should do. Now as a final touch, we're gonna add the motion blur. So what you want to do is apply it to all the layers over here, especially the banknotes, but also we need to go into one of the layers, turn it on here, then go into this one as well, and turn it on here as well. And now we got a beautiful visual that could be used for storytelling video. My favorite part of this animation is definitely the money over here, which is flying around. That's so freaking realistic, so make sure to use CC Cylinder. Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Hopefully you found it valuable. Make sure to check out the editing shift for Motion Essence. It's currently on the screen. And next to it, you can see the video which you can click on. That being said, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.